Welcome back, Trinity people. Before we get into it, let me take a minute to remind you that it would really help us out if you would like this video and subscribe to this channel. If you haven't already, of course. If you have, it's probably because you've been following these videos and you know that we do a weekly meditation every Wednesday night, and you can be a part of it if you tune in and you figure out what energy we're meditating on. This week it happens to be the energy of trust. And every time I prepare for one of these, I go back and look at some of the previous videos we've done, because we have over 2 years worth of videos, I think, now at this point. And I don't want to just repeat myself. So I go back and look at what I said before. And in the previous year's video on trust, I made the point that most of what is put forth as trust in the culture that we live in is just being predictable, basically. That's what we trust, is that I've gotten used to this particular pattern of behavior to come from this person, and I can trust that it will be the same. Basically, I depend on them to not change. Well, what if they change? What if they're getting better? What if they're growing and expanding and evolving? They're not going to be predictable, but that doesn't mean trust goes away. Trust is actually something very different than predictability. I've got a little self-defense exercise that I think will demonstrate that pretty clearly to you. So I'm going to get Bob to come out here now. And we're going to do the traditional thing that we do in all karate classes. I teach all the kids to break boards. It's a very powerful exercise because it teaches you the idea that you don't just put your energy into this problem. That's basically what you learn in breaking boards, is not to put your energy into the board, but rather to put your energy through the board. The actual target is not the surface of the board, it's somewhere back here. If you do that, then you can break the board that seemed so hard before when you were pouring your energy into it. Most of the kids grasp that pretty quickly, and that's really all trust is. Trust is moving beyond the idea that I have this person or this situation and I'm going to put some energy into them and I expect a return. I expect a particular outcome. Well, you're not going to get that outcome very often if you're putting energy into something instead of through it. That's what we really need to learn. So, if I want to put energy through the board, I have to think, strike here, but don't even feel it. Really imagine that this is my ending destination. Just like that. It's powerful, but it's simple because it's based on the idea that you're not pouring your energy into particular things. Now, you can't always do that if you don't have a board lying around, but if you have a person, you can do something very similar. Put your wrist to the back of their wrist and practice just putting your energy into trying to push them. And you're going to find that you get nowhere. But if you just imagine that your energy is instead aimed at somewhere behind them, then you can just push them right out of the way. It's simple as pie. Let Bob give it a try. He pushes, he pushes, he puts all the energy he wants into me. I'm an immovable problem, just like so many problems in our life. And we think, I can't trust my ability to create. I can't move these problems. That's because you're pouring your energy into the problems. Try instead putting your energy through the problems. Very simple. Awesome demonstration of exactly what trust is. It's not being predictable because people grow, people change. You're not going to get the same result all the time, but you will get a true expression of your energy manifesting if you stop thinking, pour my energy into the problem, and instead think, put my energy through each of these situations that I express into. If you think this stuff's cool, stay tuned for more Trinity.